What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? How are y'all doing? Y'all, it is not Friday. It is Monday, Memorial Day. So shout out to all the vets out there. But my goodness, y'all, this is it's kind of late. And I'm very aware of that. In case you did not know, I was away. I was away at the Star Wars celebration out there in Anaheim, California, and I was out there, doing coverage and everything. So if you were following me on Twitter, then you saw that I was, keeping up with everything. Oh man, I almost forgot about that. So I'll explain this later for anybody wondering. Can't say the wife is too happy. And no, I did not go shoot an adult video. But yeah, I had to make some sacrifices, for the for the cause. I had to make some sacrifices for the cause. But hey, I am so happy. Look, by the way, I was gonna go live throughout the whole trip, but the Hilton Hotel, boo boo trash Wi-Fi. My goodness, I couldn't get a lick of quality Wi-Fi at all. So unfortunately, I couldn't go live a little bit earlier. There's so much freaking stuff that happened, and I felt so bad because I'm like, oh my god, look, yo, Stranger Things didn't drop. We had Obi-Wan that dropped. Everything, oh, so much stuff. So I'm gonna do the best I can to catch y'all up on some stuff. I know I can't catch you up on everything. I will dish a little bit of tea, just a little bit of tea from Star Wars Celebration, because everything wasn't all positive. And yeah, we're just gonna have a good time. This is purposely done a little bit later at night because, as you saw, one of the topics we're gonna talk about is the whole Monique and DL Hughley situation. And it's not for kids, so some of the language, there's gonna be some language in there, so we're gonna have to make sure the kids go Betty by a little bit later on. But yeah, we're gonna get to that. But yo, let's see. No, I hope not. I'm still jet lagged tremendously, so I am really trying to get through this and make sure that I can go to sleep because I still got to take the kids to school and I gotta still unpack stuff, and I'm hungry also. So I wanted to make sure that I had some time to connect with y'all. Like I said, I felt so bad that I wasn't able to. Hilton, punk, so oh, that was so annoying. And I paid. I paid for quality internet. I even paid the little upcharge, and they still didn't work. Ooh, so annoyed. So annoyed. Anywho, let's see who's in here, and then we're gonna get started. My main man, Angel Gonzalez. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thank you so much for making it. That's another vet for you. Come on now, Shauna. Hello. How are you? My man, Minister's here. What's going on? My man, what's going on? Namesake, how you doing? Let's see. Travis, I see you. What is up? What is up? Let's see. Donna, hello. How are you? Cynthia, thank you so much for making it out. Appreciate you. My man Hughes, how you doing? Thank you so much. Oh, we're gonna talk about the celebration. It has some good and it has some bad. We're gonna talk about it though. Eric, hello. Thank you so much for making it out. My man, Just My Opinions Reviews is here. What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe in case y'all haven't. D Steels, what's going on? Thank you so much for making it out. J Mart, what's going on? My man Gray, what's up, bro? Shaul, hello. Famous J, how you doing? Didier, what's going on? Let's see. Derek Gaines, what's going on, brother? Another top vet in the building, y'all. Let's see. DJ Payne, what's up? Come on now. Oh, wait, almost got me there. It's Mr. Harper. Not the variant's back, but that's okay. From Earth 181. I missed that. Okay, good stuff. Lauren Lionel is here. What is going on, brother? Let's see. Screaming Monkey, how you doing? Jason, hello. Dwight, what's up? Rhonda, how are you? Casey, how's it going? Let's see who else. Hold on. I almost wait. I want to get there we go. Antoinette, how you doing? Chill Spot, what's up? all the way from the far east. Maha Sun, what's going on? D-Cell, what's up? Reamer, hello. Storm Shadow, what's going on? My squad top supporter in the vetting building. Let's see, Alexander, what's up? My man Tame, by the way, shout out to Tame for the photoshops. Thank you, brother, for the support. Let's see, every movie has a lesson. Welcome back, Jules. Thank you so much for that, Don. Appreciate you. Let's see, Cornelius, thank you so much for making it. My man Buck, what's going on? Aleve, hello. California Jewel, how are you? Let's see, Miss Sheila, what's up? Jared, hello. My man Ernest is back. What's up? Steven, hello. Or Stefan, sorry. Let's see, Philroy, what's going on? What's going on, Chief? By the way, Chief, I did not have the Korean barbecue, but while I was out there, I have to give an apology to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I have to apologize because I went back, and this time I didn't. I think last time I went, I had like the smothered chicken or something like that. It was whack. It just was not popping. And for me, I was like, yo, Roscoe's is mid as hell. However, I went back. Ooh, I had some of the red beans and rice with cornbread and the fried chicken straight off the grill. With the hot sauce. Ooh, with the seasoned salt. Hey, woo. Yo, let me tell you something. I take back everything I said. Roscoe's, you earn my respect. Roscoe's, you got my respect. Cali's not total trash. Oh, then I went to some hole in the wall Mexican spot. I don't even know the name of it. When I tell you that it is no lie that the tacos in California are bomb as hell. Y'all win. Y'all win. I haven't even been to Mexico, but I'm just saying for now, wow. Wow. Whoo, I had some shrimp tacos and chicken tacos. Delighted my soul. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm also hungry in case y'all didn't notice. But Chief, you got my apology. I didn't mean to disrespect your space like that, bro. But thank y'all so much. Let's see. Reema, what's going on? IMAX, what's up? Steve, hello. ATJ, what up? My man Cedric, how you doing? And welcome everybody that is joining us, especially y'all on the replay gang. Like I said, I know this is late, but yo, we are here. And we just gonna go over a couple things. And let's see, we got our first comment. Let's see, Eric Iverson, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Yes. And this is where we are definitely celebrating our vets, especially the ones that are gone. So thank you so much for that, Eric. Appreciate you. Let's see, back at it. Shout out to E-Man for giving us Cali folks our props on Chicken and Wasp. Hey, listen. I had to give y'all for real because I went back again. I ain't even go front. Like I went back, and then on that last day, I went back again because it was delicious. It was delicioso. Okay, so yes. But anyway, all right. What do we have? Because we got a lot of little stuff. Man, I know this is kind of old. We catching up a little bit, but I got to give a little time to this, man. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. News came out that Ray had passed away. My goodness, this hurt. This one hurt. Fantastic actor. I mean, Goodfellas, Field of Dreams. It was like almost anything he was in. He killed it. He did a fantastic job in it. And it's just it's really sad. It's really sad. I mean, 67 years old. I don't know what is going on, but my goodness, this is people just going a little too soon for me. 60, like we losing so many people in the 60s. Like we need at least another couple 20 years, a little bit more, something. But this was I don't know if the cause of death was announced or not, but I just know that this was definitely something that hurt. Because I didn't see this coming at all. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was supposed to be like on the Many Saints of Newark. I think he was gonna be like on some more Soprano shows or movies or something. But gone way too soon in my opinion. But shout out to Ray Liotta. Goodfellas is absolutely a classic. I could watch that today to this day, and I mean, man. I'm definitely gonna remember. I'm gonna remember him for a minute, and I don't think anyone's gonna forget. I mean, if there was a look, all I know is whenever I saw him in a movie, I just knew he was never gonna be like the good guy. I was like, nah, you just not, because he nailed the gangster mafia just role. He just had that on lock, but so is life, so is life. But like I said, so far, I haven't heard nothing negative about the man, so I think that means that he led a good life, surrounded himself with good people. So once again, that's the most you can ask for, to leave like a positive legacy. So shout out to Ray Liotta, um and the legacy that he's left behind. All right, let's see. Let's get to a quick comment here. Let's see, my man DJ Payne, what's going on? Saw Morbius finally. Wasn't bad, but not great. I agree with what you said on your breakdown. Jared Leto deserves better. Yeah, I mean, you're lucky, right? You're lucky because you came in on the wave, on like, what is it, the third wave. I always tell you, like, the press, the critics, we usually are the first wave. We get into a movie with little to no expectations, nobody is telling us anything, and we just go see it, and usually what you get from the press or critics are what you're gonna get. Then the second wave are the first crowd. Those are the people that go watch it the first weekend or whatever. And they want to see, well, were the press lying? Do we agree with them or not? Then you got the third wave. The third wave are the people that heard the press. They heard the first wave, but they waited. So if the movie was trashed for months, the third wave is going to come in, and like I used to call them, the not so bad crowd. It wasn't that bad crowd, right? Because your expectations are lowered. You don't have the expectation of hearing anything. Well, you do have that. I'm sorry. You've had everybody tell you the movie was bad, so now you just want to see, well, how bad is it? And hey, it's always not that bad when people have been prepping you that it's been the worst thing ever. Now, I wouldn't say it's the worst ever, but it's pretty damn bad. But I'm glad that you got a chance to check it out. And I still agree that, yeah, Jared Leto was never the problem. He was, his acting is on point. But man, he just has like the worst luck when it comes to projects. So it is what it is, but you just got to keep trying. Thank you for that, DJ Payne. Let's see, Eric, what you got? Did you see leaked script for Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know if I want to. Hold on, man. I don't. If that's leaked, I don't do spoilers right here. So, if it is, I don't care. I'm not reporting on it. Please don't report spoilers on here. I don't even care if they're rumors. I don't look for them. I don't want to find them, and I don't care to hear about them. So, if that's what you heard, okay, fine. I'm not going to respond to those. Thank you for your contribution, but I am anti-spoiler. I don't like it. So that this is not the place for that. But let's see. Eric, what you got? Another one. Quick question. Now that Disney bought all of Marvel back, do you think we'll get another version of the shows in Humans, Agents of Shield? I like those shows. So okay. So they bought yeah, I mean, will we get another one? I don't know. I think if anything, one thing I've read about when it comes to Kevin Feige is he doesn't really like to reboot, right? He doesn't like reboots. So I wouldn't be surprised if what they do is just kind of retroactively make these shows canon. I don't know about Inhumans. Inhumans is a very unique one because that was the first one that Marvel Studios actually took on their own, and it just failed. It crashed and burned hard. So I don't know if they want to redo that. I think the mere fact that Doctor Strange had that same cameo kind of sort of maybe made it canon, but I wouldn't fully expect straight up continuations yet. We do see that Daredevil is being continued, but that's still kind of iffy on how they're continuing it. Are they picking up exactly where they left off? Or are they just kind of like saying, yeah, this character exists, but multiverse? We don't know. So we just really got to wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have loose continuations rather than direct continuations. Eric again, thank you so much. Yo, E-Man, not gonna lie, Eternals grew on me after the second watch. I'm glad it grew on you, but it did not grow on me the second watch. It did nothing. It did nothing for me. I forced myself to watch it again just to see if it would be better the second time around. It did not. I'm sorry, that was a boring movie to me. It was doing way too much with too many characters, repetitive action sequences. It wasn't for me. But I'm glad it worked for you. Let's see. Wait, did I miss one? DJ Payne again. Thank you so much from Fire. So glad you watched From. Good stuff. I loved it. But I'm afraid they will have these poor people in purgatory like in Lost. Please no. I hope not. I just hope not. They better not. Listen, but we don't know nothing else. The only thing we know, when I talked to the actor, he said that the writers actually have a plan, which means that they have an ending. So as long as you know what a start and finish is, I'm good. We'll wait and see what happens, though. Let's see. Natalie, what's going on, ma'am? Thank you so much. Finally, COVID-free. Yes. So happy to hear that you were doing better. Jim and Top Gun were on the agenda. Oh, yes. Quality. Monique is always in drama, but always has receipts. I don't agree with her approach, but it's tough for Black women in Hollywood. Let me tell you something. We're going to get to that. That's going to be the last topic of tonight. I partially agree. One thing I'll agree with is it is absolutely difficult for Black women in Hollywood, Black women in general, but specifically Black women in Hollywood and Black women in the comedic space. Very, very difficult. But I don't know. We're going to talk. Please stay tuned. Before I pass judgment, I want you to see everything because I've been following most of this. And I'll just say that there are more receipts on both sides. And I want y'all to be the judge. So hold that thought. Because when you talk about receipts, there's more. But thank you so much, Natalie. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. We're gonna go through some quick stuff. Since I know y'all love Sony so much and y'all really love the Spider-Verse that they got building up and everything, I just wanted to share this news with y'all that apparently we just got the first plot details for Madam Web, the movie. And let's see, it is something very exciting, I'm sure. Let's see, what did they have to say? It was something so riveting. They said the film will be an origin story of the clairvoyant Madam Web, whose psychic abilities allow her to see within the spider world. And that's the update. Yep, that's it. So, Madam Web. Exciting. Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. I feel so bad for Sony because Sony has all the rights to Spider-Man and any character that came under Spider-Man, right? So all his villains, all his side characters, all of that. And you would think if this was your franchise player, right? Like imagine this is like your basketball team, right? And you got your franchise player out there, Spider-Man. Why would you start games with your bench players? I'm not saying that bench players don't have a role. They do have a role. They're role players. But you put your franchise player in the game to start. Why is Sony not throwing I don't care if it's Andrew Garfield. I don't care if it's Tom Holland. I don't care what it is. Why is Spider-Man, yo, franchise player, not in every single one of these little spinoffs that did nobody ask for? What are y'all doing? I feel so bad because it's like y'all just sitting there losing money. Morbius could have been 10 times better if Spider-Man just showed up. Venom would have made $1 billion. They made 800, which was good. It would have made $1 billion had Spider-Man been in that movie. What are y'all doing? Oh, I've just never seen somebody fumble the bag so hard. Yo, even 20th Century Fox, the ones that had X-Men, at least they tried. They put out some hot garbage, but they tried. And once in a blue moon, they actually made something decent. Days of the Future Past, First Class, Logan. Once in a blue moon, they did something good. Now they still gave you some booty. X-Men Last Stand, X-Men Apocalypse. Y'all still did some trash, but y'all played with all the players. You used all your chips. I can respect that. I didn't like it, but I respected it. Sony out there playing with like little bench players. What you doing with the G League out there? Why you got the JV playing? Nobody pays money for the JV team. Ooh, okay. Anywho, I know y'all super excited for Madam Web, so let me know how y'all feeling about it. Let's see. Yeah, leave your comments in down below. Let me grab these real quick. Let's see. Jason, what you got? Hi, man. Quick question. Just been Stranger Things season 4. Would you do a review on that season? You know what? This is so hard. It's so hard because first of all, I need to check with the wife to see if she wants to watch Stranger Things because we watched it together. So, and she'd be busy. So I don't know. I got to check with her first. But second of all, this is the prop. This is why I don't like Netflix. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with Netflix, because a show like Stranger Things, you should be getting this weekly because every episode is like 45 minutes to an hour. That's something that we could do a weekly show about. There's a lot to talk about, digest, dissect, and all of that, but to binge it, I don't have time for that. I mean, Stranger Things came out at the same time as Obi-Wan when that dropped. It came out at the same time as well, not for y'all, but like I had the screeners for Ms. Marvel. So I had to watch Obi-Wan, I had to watch Ms. Marvel, I had to watch I don't have time to watch Stranger Things. Then I had to go do all this other stuff. Like I don't have time. So I'm just saying, like, I just hate it because everybody's gonna be on a different schedule. But what I will do is when I eventually finally get done with it, I will absolutely come in, talk to y'all about it. But man, it's tough. It's tough because, like, did you finish it? I didn't. Did somebody else finish it? Did everybody finish it? Maybe people going one at a time. I don't know. But I would absolutely share my thoughts later on. Don't you worry about that. Let's see. Eric, once again, my bad, bro. Didn't mean to spoil anything earlier. Was just excited about the news. Also, DL had the final receipt on Monique. Yes, yeah. Don't worry about it. I understand. And that wasn't just at you. That warning was really for everybody. Like, I just don't want people to spoil stuff because there are other channels that do that. I don't really care for it. I don't do it for the clickbait. That's just not me. So it's nothing personal at all. You all good in my book. But yes, we definitely gonna talk about all the receipts later on. Don't you worry about that. Thank you for that, Eric. Appreciate you. Eric, back at it. Was the actress for Madam Web from the show Euphoria? I don't know if it's Dakota Johnson. I don't know if she's on Euphoria or not. But it's Dakota Johnson. Have fun with that. I can't say she's the most exciting actress out there. But we'll see. Let's see what else we got. Who else? Wait. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Make sure I didn't miss it. There we go. DJ Payne back at it. Sell Spidey back to Kevin Feige. I'm too old to wait for the Stellar Spider-Man universe. They are killing me. Yeah, I mean, it's a complicated thing. They had a chance to buy him back, but I think part of it is also Marvel and Feige. I mean, like him and Amy Pascal, they're friends, and I don't think he really wants her to fail. Um, but it's a very, very interesting thing. I mean, the only way it fails at this point is, I mean, Marvel will have to stop making movies with them. But because of that current partnership, it's only prolonging the amount of time that Sony gets to stay with Sony. And let's be honest, I mean, Spider-Man is Sony's biggest money maker. If Marvel takes that away from them, I mean, you don't want to see another company go out of business like that. Like you don't want a Netflix blockbuster situation going on. So I think unless somebody else buys Sony, because that's when the rights can revert. Maybe if Apple buys Sony or something like that, or Amazon, if they buy Sony or something like that, then maybe you could have that. But it's a lot trickier than when Disney bought Fox and then all the X-Men characters and all them came back. But all we can hope for is that they continue their partnership and Marvel and Sony continue to play nice with Tom Holland Spider-Man, and we get some quality from that. That's all we can hope for right now. Let's see. Adam, what you got? Sony acting like they can't use Ben Riley Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I've already been on record by saying this. Ben Riley got the hottest, got the best, the most goat-ish Spider-Man outfit out there. Ben Riley, aka the Scarlet Spider. That was my favorite Spider-Man version with the hoodie and the cut-off sleeves. I mean, if that ain't retro 90s, I don't know what is. But that has always been my favorite. I literally bought the Spider-Man video game. I played through the whole thing just so that I could get that costume so that I could play the game over in that costume. That's how much I love that costume. But anyway, they could. You right. They could, but I whoever's steering that ship at Sony, I don't know what is going on. I don't know, but they are doing what they do. Hey, at least Into the Spider-Verse is dope. At least, but I don't know. I have no rhyme or reason as to why they operate the way they do. I don't get it. So I don't know. That's on them. Thank you for that, Adam. I appreciate that. Well put insight. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where are we at? I get it. Okay. Answer that. What you got? Since you visited the West Coast, Star Wars celebration looked great. Will you show love to New York Comic Con this October and drop by with a panel? Very, very interesting. I didn't. So, first of all, I was invited to the California one because there was no way I could afford that. Like when I tell you the price for that Star Wars celebration thing was through the roof. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Y'all be supporting the channel and trust me, it is great. Keeps the lights on, keeps the kids fed, and shout out to Kobe also getting fed. But listen, there were tickets there for like, I don't know, $800, and that was just to like attend and to go to certain panels and everything. Oh my God, that was stupid pricey. So Disney reached out and Disney was like, "Hey, would you like to cover it?" I said, "Yes, sir. Can I have another?" And I went out there, and like I said, I did it like it was a job. Every day I was tweeting. We were typing up articles on the movie blog. I was trying to share stuff or whatever. I had the walking. Oh my God, so much walking. My legs are tired. My dogs was killing me. But it was a job. It was a job. But I would love to go out to New York. I don't know if it's too late for me to sign up, but if it's not too late, worth a shot. So yeah, I think I put my application in for San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know if I got in or not, but we'll see. But yeah, very good idea. I have no problem doing that if possible. Thank you so much for that, Antoinette. Let's see. And I'll give more Star Wars celebration updates a little bit later. That's another topic coming up. DJ, what you got? Love the Pulp Fiction face look. Thank you so much for that, DJ. Appreciate you. I'm gonna share all of that in a second here. Let's see. All right, moving on. Just a real quick update. Apparently, there's gonna be a sequel to Law Abiding Citizen. Do y'all remember this movie? This was with Jamie Foxx, Clive Owen. Oh no, I mean Gerard Butler. I remember this movie being real good, but I can't really remember everything. I know it was like a dad that got screwed by the, some weird judicial's decision or whatever, and he wanted justice and all that stuff. But I was just kind of like, okay, again, I remember liking the movie a whole lot, but it's been so long since I've seen it. I need to actually go back and rewatch it. But apparently they're doing a sequel. Now, there are no details on the sequel. There's nothing. We don't know if Jamie Foxx coming back. We don't know what's happening. We don't have no plot details, but they're making a sequel. So anyway, just wanted to share that information with you. It's really not much more to say about it. But it is something that's happening. So let me know. Are y'all excited for this sequel? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, what else do we have? All right, so we got that. All right, because I'm trying to fly through these too. Oh man. Okay, y'all remember Amber Heard, don't nobody like her. She's on trial against Johnny Depp and all that stuff. It's been going not so well in her case. And she was real scared. Last week we talked about it. She was real scared that WB was gonna cut her out and that they were trimming her down to maybe like 10 minutes of screen time and maybe even cutting her out the whole movie. Well, apparently WB, or I believe it was Walter Hamada, actually testified during this hearing for her. And one thing that they talked about was that Warner Brothers did consider replacing Amber Heard in there. But the funny thing is, hold on, there was a quote because of course they considered it, right? But they said for a different reason. Let's see what reason they said. So Hamada said they did between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa, they didn't have a lot of chemistry together. Editorially, they were able to make that relationship work in the first movie, but there was a concern that it took a lot of effort to get there. Why you always lying? There you go out there lying. Man, what you mean? So in other words, never mind the terrible PR that comes along with Amber Heard and this Johnny Depp trial. Never mind all of that. The reason you were thinking about cutting her out of the movie entirely was because now you realized Jason Momoa and Amber Heard didn't have the best chemistry together. Really? The chemistry? All right, boss. Whatever you say. Okay. How's that Ezra Miller chemistry going though, huh? Yeah. Didn't nobody talk about that chemistry, huh? Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just curious. I'm curious. Y'all believe that? Like, y'all, I mean, maybe, hey, maybe it was true. To be honest, like her character in Aquaman 2, or in Aquaman, I didn't really care. It didn't matter. I ain't gonna lie, she looked good with the red hair. The red hair was cool, but outside of that, I ain't care about her character like that. I don't even think Aquaman needs her. Does he? I don't know. So anyway, let me know how y'all feel about Amber Heard and WB potentially getting her out of there, and their excuse that it was their on-screen chemistry. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's see what we got. My man Eric back at it. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate you. Den of Thieves 2 starts shooting late spring. Yes, I did hear that, and I am looking forward to that. If you have not watched Den of Thieves, solid movie. Starts off kind of slow, but then as it gets up and picks up, it's definitely good. But you're really there for the ending. Really, really good stuff, though. But thank you for that update. Oh my gosh, Rims, where you been? Oh my goodness, what is up? Thank you, Rims. Come on now, my squad, top vet in the building. Late to the party, but still sending love. Life has been assigned to me to the replay gang, and I miss the E fam. Stay safe and blessed. Hit the likes. Shout out to the E Man Tech team. Yes, thank you so much, Rims. We've been looking for you. I hope Daddy Rims is doing all right. But yes, so good to hear from you. Thank you so much for dropping by and showing the love, whether it's on replay or live. All good either way. But thank you so much. Let's see who else. DJ Payne back at it. Amber, no matter what the outcome, will never outlive poop in the bed. Never. Ooh, man, that is just not leaving her. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely gonna stain her career. See what I did there? Okay. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate you. Let's see. All right, let's go to another quick look here. We're gonna stay on the DC train here. Y'all remember that there was a Blue Beetle movie that was coming out. This is gonna come out to HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. They just announced that Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso, that he is actually going to appear on the show as the other Blue Beetle. So that'll be kind of cool to see him there. But cool thing is, we actually got our first look at the outfit for Blue Beetle, and I gotta say, it's looking kind of good. My man is out here looking pretty solid. I like this look on them. This is a nice looking costume. Let's see. Yup. I am with it. What do y'all think about it? Very practical looking, I think. Not too shiny, but maybe they polish it up during the movie. But for something like this, hey, look, I could see people cosplaying this like immediately. So yeah, this looks good to me. And I am all set for it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Blue Beetle. Let's see. Okay, I thought I missed somebody. But yeah, let me know what y'all feel, how y'all feel about it. Like I said, we're gonna keep moving though. Okay. I told you I don't go chasing this news. And I feel bad. I think I can blame Didier. Are you here? I know Didier's here. I think Didier's here. Didier said this on Twitter, and it was Didier's fault because as I have tried diligently to avoid any Fast X updates and news, it never escapes. And unfortunately, while I was commenting on the hostage situation last week, Didier was saying something like watch, they're gonna add even more. And well, yeah, yes, that's exactly what they did. Rita Moreno is set to play Vin Diesel's grandmother in Fast X. That is correct. Yes, and y'all already know he done took a hostage. Y'all knew that. Come on now. That was no surprise, right? I mean, is this elderly abuse? I don't know how they got her on here. We absolutely need to free Rita. Hashtag free the Fast X cast. Vin has been on a rampage on his page. I don't even have time. I don't even have time to play everything. I don't have time because, as I told y'all before, it's a problem. It's a problem. Let me hold on. Let me go here. Vin has captured everyone. He got her. He got Rita already. He done got Luda. And of course he got Tyrese. But I actually think Tyrese is a co-conspirator. I think Tyrese is actually in on it because Tyrese need this just as much as anybody else, just as much as Vin. everybody has been held captive, and I don't know, who the Hollywood police are. Um, who do we call? Who do we call for this? You got the elderly being abducted. You got Luda out here. Hold on. Here's the thing, and I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it because it's too long. Luda was on there wishing I believe his 7-year-old daughter a happy birthday. And I personally think it was a cry for help. I personally think it was like Vin gave him a little time to talk to his family. So that way his family knows that he's alive. And that was it. That was it. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. Y'all gonna have to pray for them. Y'all gonna have to do something for them because it ain't looking too good. They love this movie though. They love this movie. But yeah, they done got Rita. So y'all got a grandma now. Oh, by the way, I want you to realize something. They went to his brother, his daddy, and his grandma now. Have you noticed that they missed one person? They are missing one other person. Fast 11, you gonna have to show his mama. You know they about to go cast his mama. Because why not? Mama Toretto gotta be around somewhere, right? I'm just getting y'all warmed up just in case, because you know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Look, I told you I wasn't gonna do a lot, so I told you I'm not gonna play the videos. We're not gonna stay on this one. It's a problem. If you have any information on their whereabouts, please contact your local authorities and tread carefully going into Fast X. All right, let's get to some of these comments. Nelson, what you got? Hey man, I hope they keep Blue Beetle in a different universe until they can reset the DCEU. More Fast X nonsense. There's a lot of Fast X nonsense. There's a lot. This happens, it's damn near daily. It's almost daily. Like I turn my head for, like, the moment I reported about the last hostage situation, he done added 3 more. I can't keep up. I can't unless I did like a 24-hour, cable news watch or something, like breaking news, new one abducted. I don't know. Thank you so much, Nelson. Appreciate you. Mr. Harper. I am now excited to see Fast X because I am assuming it's a comedy and action comedy. I think it's definitely that. At this point, I think that people are going to make this movie into whatever they want it to be. So, surprisingly, there are some people out there that still take this movie's franchise seriously. I have gotten to the point where I still juggle between the two. Like, if y'all want me to take it seriously, I will. If y'all don't, I won't. But I think the best approach is to go in and just not take anything here seriously, I think. But that's where we are with this. That's where we are. I don't blame you, though. Thank you so much for that. Alib, E-Man, no, just no. Stop it. Stop the madness. Listen, I'm walking away. I'm walking away, Alib. I'm walking away. I'm sorry. I didn't play the videos. And there are plenty of videos. I didn't play them. I'm just giving y'all the news and I'm dipping out. Fast. Yes. Thank you for that, DJ Payne. You are 100 on that. My man Chief, what's going on? That man John Cena was on this active podcast talking about Fast 10, yo, seatbelts. Whoa. Hyping up the movie. Was it Vin's idea or is Cena just super corny? I think it's a little bit of both. I think a lot of that kind of rubs off. So I wouldn't put it past any of them. But thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. for that. Wait. Eric, there we go. Fast was that 12 Lost in Space with Medea coming 2035. Oh boy, that I will skip that. I will skip that for sure. Let's see. Didier, Medea is gonna be Vin's mama. At this point, why not? Why not? Might as well. Might as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, I will definitely. That'll be. I will. That'll give me a headache instantly. Instantly. Okay. What else do we have? Do I want to do this now? Okay. Yeah, we could save that for a little later. Yeah, we'll save that for later. Okay. So Star Wars celebration. So, y'all, like I said, this was a fantastic event. Shout out to Disney for thinking of even sending me out to cover the event. I totally appreciate it. And you know, as a professional, and this is something that I want to make sure people understand. You know, it's one thing to get flown out, but you never should take it as a vacation. Like it's still work. And I want people to understand that, because a lot of times people get in their head that when you get flown out, you just like kicking it and chilling and not a care in the world. Let me tell you something. My feet hurt, my knees hurt, I'm jet lagged. They had activities for us to cover, and don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's kind of like if you have fun at your job. Like, it's still work, right? So they had us waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes we would not get into bed until like 1 or 2 a.m. So there's a lot of so I really didn't operate on a lot of sleep. I was on my legs, on my feet. My feet, I tried to bring my comfortable shoes, and that still didn't matter. You know, now some people was popping bottles. I wasn't. I'm not much of a drinker like that. But you know, I was on my feet for like 4 or 5 hours straight, you know, in a day. Like, y'all walk in theme parks and stuff like that. Like, if you go to Great America, Disneyland, whatever, like, it hurts, you know. And then you gotta also type up and make sure you get the news out ASAP and all that. So I just want to say it's work. But of course, you got to find a little time, just a little time to have a little fun too. So your boy went out there, and of course, I had to show some love for Mace Windu. You know, I had to show a little love for Mace Windu. You see the curl. You see the curl. So I for a lot of y'all that have seen me rocking the terrible beard for so long, that is why I was rocking it. I had to do the little Hulk Hogan, you know, little handlebars right there. You know, you see the doesn't look like a Sith. You know, had to do the Pulp Fiction crossover. But that was definitely because my favorite character is definitely Mace Windu in Star Wars. And you know, I had to make sure that I went to represent. And let me take a little moment to explain something here. Star Wars, and you know, I gotta call y'all out. Star Wars still has a race problem. Okay. While I was out there, you know, you see the shirt, you see the representation. Out of the hundreds of people there, I'll give you this, and I'm gonna just share this on this live. I won't really go spread this too much, but it's also real. The moment I got into the convention, like the hotel, you got all the press, you got all the people there, right? The moment you get there, all I see is a flood of whiteness. That's it. It's a flood of white folks. And that's not a knock against white people at all. I was just very shocked that for something of Star Wars's caliber, that you wouldn't see more diversity. And I'm not talking about just the diversity of black and white. I'm talking about all in between. I'm like, yo, where the Asian folks at? Yo, Where the brown folks at? Where my Hispanic folks? Where my Pacific Islanders at? Like, it was just a flood of white. And I was just like, man, that sucks. It sucks that you got a big franchise like that. And apparently it's only appealing to one predominant demographic. So heavily, I should say. Now, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just one hotel. Let me get to the convention. We'll see what happens. I go to the exhibit, right? So on the main floor, if you've ever been to a convention, you're talking about, everybody selling merchandise, selling swords, selling toys, selling collectibles, selling all this stuff, right? I went there with one mission in mind. I'm gonna buy anything Mace Windu that I can like fit or use or whatever. When I tell you I found maybe 10 pieces, not of Mace Windu, Lando, and Finn combined in this entire exhibit, in this entire convention. And I'm talking about like, a side little toy in the corner. A little comic book tucked under there. A little shirt that y'all only had one size of. Even the cosplay, I saw maybe one other Lando besides me and my guy that went as I'm sorry, not Lando, as Windu. And it's crazy because you would think even Lando, Donald Glover, Billy D, you think they'd put him out there, legacy character. Barely nothing. I went to one of those big, those big t-shirt things. Like, it's literally like walls of t-shirts. I specifically say, y'all are at a Star Wars convention and you guys have nothing but Star Wars shirts. I want a Mace Windu, Finn, or Lando shirt. Sorry, we don't have any. Y'all got 4 walls of Star Wars shirts. You even got the prequels and the new trilogy, and y'all don't have nobody with a black face? Nobody? Why don't y'all want my money? Why don't you want my money? I literally was there ready to spend because y'all know I'm going to represent. Nothing. Y'all want to know something else crazy? Y'all know how bad, listen, Mace Windu was the guy, right? The only brother that came in with a purple lightsaber. You would think going to a Star Wars convention, the number one thing people gonna go do is get them a lightsaber, right? You go to any booth that has a lightsaber. What do they got? They got the blue, they got the green, easy, right? They even got the dark sabers. The blue and the green, the average price for a lightsaber was $220. I ain't talking about the little retractable ones. I'm talking about like the real, wong, 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 like the real ones, right? $220. You ask for a Mace Windu one, if they even have it, charging you the black tax. $380 for the Mace Windu one, if they even had it. Star Wars. What's happening? And that's the thing. I mean, I took some video or whatever about it. Me and my guy was kind of joking around, but like the more that we were taking video about this, the more serious we started to realize like, yo, this isn't really a joke. It's not that funny anymore because we literally were on a mission to find black faces, not black people under orange makeup. Black faces represented anywhere, even the artists. We went to this one booth and this lady literally, and she made some cool designs. She made the designs, which means she was free to do whatever she wants. I walked up to her and I had the Mace Windu shirt on. I was like, yo, you got some Mace Windu? She was like, here's my catalog. You can see what I have here, and ran away. No Lando, no Finn, no Windu, nothing. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, man, like I know in Obi-Wan they got the sister on there, Reva, and I love her. I love her. And I'm hoping they put some energy into her to develop her character somewhere down the line. I'm hoping. I want them to give her the Ahsoka energy. I'm not saying she got to be good. I'm not saying she got to stay back. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying give her energy to develop her character. Because the one thing that I started to notice with the black characters in Star Wars is we have yet to have a lead black character. And what struck me was while we were walking through the convention, and here's the funny thing: people was walking up to me and my guy like dressed up as Windu, and they was like, "Yo, I love what you're doing. I love Mace Windu. This is awesome. This is great. I love it." Matter of fact, hold on, I actually got a picture. Hold on, because like here we go through the. Okay, so this is where this all came from. By the way, of course, Sam Jackson, Jules, Pulp Fiction. You know, that was me and my guy. We found Yoda. We had to pose with the homie right there. You know, found that was the other Mace Windu. We ain't find no other ones. We ain't find that many others. This brother right here, this guy was so excited to see. You see it in his face. He was so excited just to see a Mace Windu. And the thing that killed me was like, he was like, man, we need more. He was saying that we need more, right? And then on top of that, after that, there was this we were outside and people were talking about it because you know they saw us and they were like, yo, there are like really no black cosplayers. No, I mean, there was a sprinkle, but we're talking about like 1% out of like hundreds of people, right? And one thing that this it was a Mexican American guy that came up to me and he was like, man, I gotta tell you, with Diego Luna, I believe, the guy that's playing Andor in the Andor series, the fact that we got a lead, Hispanic lead, is great for us. And I felt so prideful of that. Pedro Pascal, I love that. And I'm sitting there, I was like, I can't even say that I know what that feels like in Star Wars. I know what that feels like for Black Panther, but I can't say that for Star Wars. Lando ain't no lead character. Mace Windu ain't no lead character. Finn definitely ain't no lead character. Reva is not a lead character. Ahsoka would be. Shout out to Rosario Dawson, but she's orange. She's not black. And this isn't only a black issue. It's obviously I'm talking about it because I can clearly relate to it. All I'm saying is the fact that like whether it's Asian, whether it's Hispanic, listen, darker Latinos as well. All these should have like lead representation, because if I'm sitting here looking at t-shirts on a wall and I'm looking at toys and they all look one type of complexion, there's a problem, because the galaxy that's far, far away should be much bigger than that. By the way, Star Wars, if you happen to be listening, can you make sure that like all the black people don't happen to know each other or happen to be related? Just saying. Would be kind of nice, you know. I think we can expand a little bit. That's all. Anyway, that was my whole little issue with them. Other than that, it was great. Other than that, let's see what else. There was some other okay. So as Mace Windu, I was on there. I wanted some justice. I wanted some justice. So I went on a mission because I needed to rectify some wrongs in Star Wars. Let's get to the wrongs. Hold on. I saw General Grievous. I saw Grievous, and I was like, no, you're under arrest. So I took Grievous in. He didn't see it coming. Who else we go for? Boba Fett. Oh, yes. I saw him. He ain't want no smoke, though. I saw him. I told Boba Fett, I'm sorry about your daddy. Told him, I'm sorry about your daddy. You know, But it was war. It was a different time back then. Okay, so we made up. We was cool. He ain't want that smoke anyway. So that was Boba Fett right there. Darth Maul came through. I told him I'd slice him quicker than Obi-Wan and I come back and finish the job. He ain't want no smoke. You see that lightsaber not retracted. You see he pocketed that real fast. Okay. He didn't want them problems. Oh, and this was it. Boy, I called him down from the end of the hall. I said, hey, yo, Anakin. Hey, yo, Anakin, I still deny you the rank of master. Oh, yes, we came for Vader, baby. That's right, we came for Vader. He ain't want no smoke. I pushed them buttons on his chest, turned them off real quick. He was done for. Oh, then you see this? You know this was my number one target. This was the number one. Palpatine. I needed Palpatine. I wanted all that smoke. But y'all know he is slithering and conniving, and he got away from me. He got away. I don't know how he got away. I turned around for like 2 seconds, and he just got away. And I was so mad. I was looking around for him because I was like, bro, where's my arm? You sliced my hand. I want it back. But I found him. Y'all see him? He was sitting on his little Empire throne, chilling, thinking that he was going to take pictures with people. Surprise, mother effer. Surprise. Oh, yes. That's how you just got to hop up on him with the force. I came up right on that man. Look at him, unprepared. Look at him. Don't even know what to do with his life. Yeah. Anakin ain't going to save you now, sir. That's right. You under arrest. That's right. And you see how he tried to play me? He actually tried to shoot me. I said, you put that lightning away. You put that lightning down. Who you think you shooting at? What is this? Then he got me. I was like, no. Justice for Mace Windu. You got me. He got me. It hurt my soul. It hurt my soul. But I was done for, y'all. I was done for. I couldn't. I was done. I was done. I was done. I'll say this. Everybody was cheering their butt off. It was so funny because it was so impromptu. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do, but this guy had no idea what I was gonna do. And he was just taking pictures with kids. He was just chilling. And I was just like, oh no, Sidious. And they was like, what? Who is this? I said, I'm back, sucker. Everybody turned around, started taking pictures, started taking video. And I gotta say, shout out to this person because they were a super, super good sport. He actually volunteered to get on the floor and reenact everything with me. Everybody was cheering, laughing. It was a good old time. But yeah, I'm mad that he messed up my glow. He messed up my hair a little bit, but it was all good, all in good fun. But yeah, so that was definitely at least worth it for the Star Wars celebration. Cosplay is, part of it is also acting. Like I'll be like, yo, if you can't act the part, I don't know what you're dressing up for. So but yes, that was definitely tons and tons of fun. I cannot wait to do that again for another Star Wars event. Even though I heard that the next celebration is in London, I definitely can't go there. I'm like, listen, Disney gonna have to help a brother out with that one because that ain't happening. Across the seas? Oh my. I don't even know nothing about them. But thank you. Let's see. Let's get to some quick comments and then I'll continue. We got some more Star Wars stuff to talk about. Dwight, any Moff Gideon? Like one or two things. It was like one little toy. And it was like a toy in a collection of other toys. I'm telling you, it was hard. It's hard. And I spent, I think, an hour and a half going through each of the aisles. So it was an hour and a half with only one goal in mind, and that was just to find black people, dark skinned people. That was all we were looking for to purchase. And we only found a couple items here or there. Now, I was not going to pay no $30 for a Mace Windu comic, but shout out to the person that had that there. But I mean, my goodness, and then the high markup on the lightsaber too. It's just not right. It's just not right. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. I gotta scroll up. I'm going backwards. Let's see. Star Wars so white, do better. I mean, yeah, it's sad, but yeah, like that's why I was kind of joking, with this, but like this was also partially my audition, my campaign to kind of tell Star Wars, like, yo, um, you need to have more black faces because black folks will come out. Blurs exist. If you give us characters that are well developed and intriguing, we'll come and dress up. There were a whole bunch of little Rays. There were a whole bunch of Anakins, a whole bunch of Lukes, a whole bunch of like Han Solos and Chewbacca's, and like there were a lot. There was a whole lot of Poes. There was a whole lot of all of that. Like the characters y'all invest in, people represented with, whether that was with merchandise or their participation. But I don't know. This aversion to darker skinned characters being leads, and I'm being very specific because I understand some people are going to be like, but they exist. There's a difference between just existing and having development, having a presence, and being fully utilized, being pushed, being given that energy. There's no reason Mace Windu, the first prominent black Jedi we've ever seen, there's no reason why Mace Windu shouldn't have damn near, as much, I don't know, merchandise as Chewbacca or whoever out there, Yoda. I mean, anything. Put them out there. Anyway. Ty, thank you so much, Ty. You always come through with the super stickers. Always so appreciated. Thank you so much for that. Let me go up for, I think, okay. Antoinette, E-Man, sorry to tell you to walking and standing in queues and no sleep is part of con life. It is true. Facts. You, however, had additional duties. Respect. Thank you so much for that. No, you're right. I mean, I've done the C2E2 out here in Chicago. It ain't no different. It's actually one of the reasons why I specifically go on the lighter days, and I make sure I got the most comfortable shoes I can get, because and then the worst thing you could do is actually carry a prop. It don't matter how heavy or big the prop is, your shoulders are gonna feel, your hands, everything. It's a lot. But thank you, Antoinette. Back at it. Thank you so much. Once they jumped from one building to another in a car, or went into space, Fast and Furious, please help me. No Fast 10 for me, 9 or 8. Listen, I'm with you on that. I totally understand. They lost a lot of people once they did all of that. Let's see. Thank you so much. Jonah, thank you so much. Please tell me your thoughts as to who could be the new villain in the Wonder Woman movie, possibly according to the comics. Linda Carter also in the movie. That's a good question. Because I don't know. There was a rumor on who it was, but I don't remember who it was. It was some sort of, obviously, I think it was going to be some other female villain. Because I don't think they really want to do the men versus female villains. I can't say for sure right now. I have to think about that. Golly, I'm sorry I couldn't give you an answer for it right now, but because it's definitely not going to be Cheetah. I don't think it's going to be her. But I do know her sister. I think they're going to make her a sister. Nubia is going to be in there. I would say this. You know what? Okay, if I give you a guess, I would not be surprised if it were not another Greek god. I think that would actually be a good matchup for her, since she is pretty much a goddess, or she's a demigod. But I think that would be a good matchup for her. So I'm not saying she got to fight Zeus or nothing like that, but I think that that's who I was thinking of. Giganta could be one that they go with. I was thinking of Titania, whatever, Titiana, but that was Marvel She-Hulk. I was getting them confused. But there are definitely some other ones. Giganta could be one. But I don't know how intriguing that'll be if they go that route. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. What else do we need to get to? There was some more Star Wars stuff. Um, so we did get a lot of news. So it's funny because while they had me there reporting on stuff, so I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I'm gonna report on things, and that way we could be like, the first ones, primary source or whatever. But no, like for whatever reason, the second things were announced to us, Disney just announced it, and then everybody reported on it anyway. So I was like, why are we here? Like, what do you want? But we did get some cool updates. One of them was from John Watts, the Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home director. We finally understand that now he's going to do a show, the Star Wars Skeleton Crew, and it's going to star Jude Law. So it is going to have Jude Law in there. And one thing that we learned was that this was not, it's going to be about like these kids. I believe they're going to be like little Jedi kids. But the one, and basically they're lost. And how do they, find their way in this big lost galaxy, right? Now, we still don't have a lot of details. One thing that was said was that this is not going to be a kiddie show. So even though they have kids in them, it's not going to be a kiddie show. So I'm glad that they made that distinction early on. So I'm kind of getting some maybe I don't know, because they also said it was a coming of age type of thing too. So maybe this is gonna have some Stranger Things meet Star Wars elements or vibes to it. We'll have to wait and see if that is the case. Um, but I am looking forward to this, and the fact that they just name dropped Jude Law. They just like, oh, by the way, Jude Law is gonna be in it. So that was kind of interesting that they're gonna have that. Let's see, what else did they show us? They also had and I think some of y'all have seen some of these already. Let's see, they did also give us the Andor. So they gave us the new Andor trailer. And that was actually kind of cool. Now, some of the information from it, as you can see from look at this top of the line reporting right here. Andor, the timeline, it takes place 5 years. Let me make this a little bigger for y'all. It takes 5 years before Rogue One. Season 1 is 12 episodes long, and it is going to bring us a little bit closer to Rogue One. Then another 12 episodes is going to shoot in November to finish the second half of the story. And the second half is going to be basically the next 4 years. And the final scene is going to lead right into the beginning of Rogue One. And I got to say, I am definitely excited for this now because Rogue One was one of my favorite Star Wars movies, even though it was a side movie. But I really appreciated it because it kept things on a ground level. I had no anticipation or no expectations for it, and I think that it did pretty much a good job. It was listen, it had one of the best Darth Vader scenes ever. So anyway, I am definitely looking forward to it. Especially because of the fact that it is giving us a much more gritty and approachable look to the resistance. And I think that that was always something that was lacking with the movies. I remember started watching the Star Wars movies and I was like, what rebellion against what? What are y'all fighting? Darth Vader? Wait, the Empire? Wait, I'm confused. Who's fighting? Wait, the resistance? What? I did not understand a lot of the stuff from the movies. It wasn't until I got into Clone Wars and then I got into Rebels that everything started to make sense. So that's why I like the fact that they're bringing a story to a series format with Andor. And I have to say, given the fact that this hasn't even dropped yet, and they've already planned out and will start shooting season 2, means that they are super confident in this. it means they know what they're doing. That means they are like, yo, this ain't finna miss. So I have the only other show they've done this with is The Mandalorian. That's the only other time that like a show was greenlit with Star Wars and they were like, man, before this even dropped, we just gonna start working on season 2. That's how dope it's gonna be. So I am looking forward to Andor. Let me know how y'all are feeling about it. If that is something that you are looking forward to as well. Now, speaking of something, now this was kind of crazy because unfortunately, like as much as they had me running around from one panel to another, sometimes panels were running at the same time as other things, and you just don't have time to go to everything. But I did learn that they have a new thing coming out, and this is going to be Tales of the Jedi. Now, I know that I had just got done talking about no Mace Windu and all that stuff, right? But Tales of the Jedi is going to be an anthology series. It's going to be animated, but it's an anthology series that is going to follow Ahsoka, a young Ahsoka, as you can see in the image there. It's a baby Ahsoka. And then it's also going to follow Count Dooku. So when he's a little bit younger, but let's see, Qui-Gon is also going to be back. And they're going to have a young Mace Windu. So I'm sitting here like, okay, that's a start. But can we get that in live action? And can we not have it just be one little quick throwaway episode? I'm here for it. I'm going to watch them, all of them. But man, just there's something different when you have a character as a lead, either in a long series or on a blockbuster movie, and not just tucked away in a little animated series. Because y'all know some people are biased and they'll be like, animated, that's not for me. Animated, that's for kids, and they won't watch it. The diehards will watch it. We will watch it, but it's not going to have that mass appeal. A blockbuster movie, people might be like, let me give it a shot. And they'll come and watch. If it's on the streaming network, I'm bored. Let me check this out. So thanks, Star Wars, for the Dooku, not Dooku, for the Windu. Thank you, but still, I'm gonna still need that live action. I'm gonna still need a live action. But anyway, it looks like this anthology series is gonna give us a lot more backstory for these characters. So I am definitely happy about that. And I think that is going to be something. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Regardless. What else do we have? Oh, so I don't think they showed this. But they had a Mandalorian panel. Wow, that Mandalorian panel was amazing. They showed so much. They have not shown the trailer for Mandalorian season 3 yet, but they did show it to us on 2 different occasions. The first time was a teaser trailer on Thursday. Then the second time, they showed a longer trailer. All I could tell y'all, because I'm not gonna spoil nothing. They didn't spoil nothing, but I don't want to spoil it until y'all see the trailer. All I can say is they showed us nothing but straight up pure action. I mean, it's a war going down. We going back to Mandalore. It is going down. It is going down. Like, ain't it doesn't look like, I'm just saying with the trailer, what they showed us, it doesn't look like there's a lot of time for talk. It looks like it's gonna be straight action on site. We get there, pull them out, choo choo, pew pew, pew pew, and that's it. So I am looking for season 3 for Mandalorian it has no choice but to be phenomenal. Remember what I just said. Mandalorian is the only show that Star Wars has had that they pre-announced the next season right after. This is no different because right here in this press conference, and I wasn't able to go to this one. This was for like the AAA group. Jon Favreau teased that, remember, we ain't got season 3 yet of Mandalorian. He's already writing season 4 for Mandalorian. They already know how Mandalorian is going to end. So, listen, Mandalorian about to be their bread and butter. I have said for a long time, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they the money team. I call them the Star Wars money team because you put that stuff in their hands, They know what they doing. Let's see. One thing they did talk about, Book of Boba Fett, that's done for. Ha! Sorry, shouldn't have laughed. But that's done for. We already, that book is closed. Of course, ain't no Mandalorian without Grogu. Let's see. Mandalorian season 3 comes out February 2023. Yo, oh my god. They showed a teaser, small teaser for Ahsoka. It didn't show a lot. Like it showed little flashes of Ahsoka here, and all good. But I'm telling you this now, and this is gonna be on me because I need to make a video for y'all to really get y'all prepped for this. So I need to put that on my agenda to get y'all ready. But they showed a lot of characters from Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, coming back in Ahsoka. So if you have not watched Rebels, and if you haven't watched Star Wars Clone Wars, I've been telling y'all this for a long time. You got to get in on it because all these new shows, like Obi-Wan is probably going to tie into this. Ahsoka is definitely going to tie into it. Mandalorian is going to keep. They all are coming from Clone Wars, the animated series, and Rebels. You got to get to them. You got to finish them. But those are going to be continuations. So yeah, those man, listen. I screamed. I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching the whole thing on there, I screamed. I was like, "Oh my gosh. Oh, it's that person. Uh-oh, that one's coming back. Uh-oh, here we go." So, but you got to watch this. You got to watch the animated series. Otherwise, you're gonna be a little lost. Just saying, you're gonna be a little lost with the new series and stuff. So, just a heads up for that. Let's see. I think that was the majority of it. There was probably other stuff, but we're gonna be here all night talking about all that. Those are the best things, I think. Um. Uh. Okay, so before we get to those other ones, let me grab these comments here. Let's see. Teramato, what's good, E-Man, E-Family, Recast T'Challa. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. And absolutely recast. Ernest, which got Disney trying to keep you happy. They know what's going to happen if they don't recast Black Panther. Yeah, I wish those two things were related, but unfortunately they're not. Ooh, ooh, can I tell y'all that? Okay. I might have a Black Panther update. I have to see if I'm allowed to talk about it. Give me a second. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna read y'all comments, but I'm gonna see if I can talk about something real quick. But thank you for that, Ernest. Appreciate you. Inevitable one. Maybe Skeleton Crew will have those Padawans that escaped in the beginning of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I think it'll be a nice little connection. And I think it would be an interesting thing to see what they connect because I hardly see them being the only story or the only characters and not connect other stuff too. But I think that is absolutely true. That could be the case. Thank you for that. J Dot, what you got? Hey, what happened to your case to recast the T'Challa video? I can't find it in the search engine. I don't know. I made a lot of videos for recast T'Challa, so if it's not, it should be on my channel. I don't know. If there was a specific one, let me know. But everything should be on my channel. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know which one you're specifically talking about. But hit me up later and we'll see if we can track that down. Let's see. Eden, what you got? Finished watching Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Rebels. I would like to see a story about Ezra and Simone from Rebels. Yes, that's what Ahsoka is. Ahsoka is kind of the continuation of that. And they're all going to be in there. Well, I don't know about Ezra, but that's the point of the Ahsoka show is to continue where Rebels ended off. So watch Ahsoka. That's going to be it. And I'm pretty sure that's going to spin off into other things. I think you mean Sabine. But all of that is going to spinoff from that. So but I'm glad you caught up because yo, it's matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do a rewatch of Clone Wars and Rebels because by the time the new stuff comes out, it's gonna be a lot of stuff to catch up on, a lot. But yeah, I'm glad that you are on point with that. Good stuff. Hold on. Let me see who else. Travis, can you comment on Ms. Marvel? Oh, yes. Kind of. So I don't think I could do a review, but the social commentary, I know I can so far. Um, what you see is what you're gonna get. I have not watched the second episode, to be fair. I only watched the first episode, so I have to watch the second one. But what you see is what you get. So far, it feels like a Disney show. It is definitely a teen dramedy. Um, I don't know how many people it's gonna appeal to. Um, I mean, I can watch it comfortably just because I watch these things with my daughter, who, like a teenager. So, you know, it doesn't bother me. But like, if you're not comfortable watching Disney shows that appeal to teens, it might not be for you. Um, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, it's for teenagers. It's for teenagers. I'm not, you know, it's gonna appeal to who it appeals to. I think the younger kids are definitely gonna like it, and that's great. Um, I do like how I like the Muslim representation. It's in there heavy. It's definitely in there heavy. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is probably this might be the most niche Disney Plus series we've ever gotten so far. This is probably the most niche. And by that, I mean, this is the most targeted, specific audience. And that's not to say that other people can't enjoy it. I mean, as a person that has parents that are immigrants, I could relate to some of the things and issues that the main character relates to with her parents, also being immigrants and stuff. So there are those cultural things that you can relate to, but is this going to be something that hits on a mass appeal? I don't know. I can't this early, I can't say it would. So, um, you know, I would say if the trailers don't get you, wait. Maybe something crazy will happen in it's only 6 episodes, so maybe something crazy will happen in the 6th episode, and maybe that'll entice you to watch it. But that's the most I can say. I'm not gonna hype it up. It didn't blow me away. I can't say that I was in a rush to hurry up and go watch the second episode. Like I watched the first one, I was like, all right, man, let me throw on that Obi-Wan. Like that's just how I felt. That's just how I felt. So um just watch the trailer, see how you feel, because I think what you see in the trailer, it's a lot of Scott Pilgrim meets like average Disney show with a little coming of age stuff in there. Take that however you can. I don't know. Thank you so much, Travis. Appreciate you. D Cell, thank you so much. Don't see your comment though. What happened? Can you retype it? I don't see your comments. Try and retype it if you can. I'll be on the lookout for it. But thank you so much for that. For that support. Appreciate you. Let's see, Buzz. Is there anything in the works that you know of for Monica Rambeau outside of the sequel? The Captain Marvel sequel, that's about it. That's the only thing I've heard anyway. But I think that if the sequel does well, that's what Disney will respond to, because Disney Marvel is very responsive. Like they're reactionary. they have a game plan, but it's a very loose game plan. And if they see something clicks with people, they will run with it. If it doesn't click with people, they will stop or they will adjust. Um, for example, who was it? Actually, in the first Captain Marvel movie, y'all noticed that movie got trashed. Them directors are not back, right? They did not come back. But when a movie does well and people like the directors and all that, they come back. James Gunn comes back. John Watts comes back. Taika Waititi comes back. If you boo boo, you gone. So they will push those things. Inhumans failed. They not pushing that like that. They sprinkle it in with the little Doctor Strange cameo, but that's about it. They ain't going back on that. So it is what it is. But I don't think we're gonna get anything soon. And if we do, I don't think you're gonna get the push for Monica Rambeau that you would like. I'm here for it because shout out Tiana Paris, love her. She's great, fantastic actress. Got a chance to talk to her. She was so great to interview. I'm here for it, but I don't know if Marvel believes in her character yet. We might, but I don't think so yet. Look at Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is getting a nice push. Why? People love her. They're talking about doing a solo movie, talking about doing all this other stuff. So we'll see. Thanks, Buzz. Appreciate you. Terramata, what you got? I'm so excited for Ms. Marvel. I love when Marvel drops new characters. Good. I want you to watch it. Check it out. Don't judge a book by its cover. Check it out. See for yourself. All I can say is just, it just didn't appeal that much to me, but I'm kind of I'm kind of obligated to watch all this stuff. Like I can't just be like, I'm not gonna watch it. So like I kind of have to just so I can be informed and talk to y'all about it. But I hope it does well for everybody. I hope it does well to whoever it appeals to. Like I said, it definitely touches very well, I think, for the Muslim community. I think they are represented it pretty authentically. Marvel did a good job of putting the people behind the camera, whether it's producers, writers, directors, that obviously know that come from the culture and know what they're talking about. So I think that is going to be dope. I hope it'll be great. So let me know what you think when you actually do see it. Let's see. D-Cell, there we go. Star Wars needs to go Old Republic and give us the Darth Bane trilogy. Hashtag AFI. Recast T'Challa. Yes. Listen, I don't know how long people have been asking for this and why it's taking so long. I don't know why it's taking so long. But I think part of the reason is the fact that like people cheer for things that we don't need. Solo. I'm sorry. I'm no, I was not a fan of Solo. I do not need Solo. I don't want a Solo 2. When I went to the convention, people were out there, Solo 2, make Solo 2, make Solo 2. And I'm sitting here like, please shut up. Like, please shut up. Because this is exactly why we can't have things like the Old Republic. Because y'all get so distracted with whack stuff, in my opinion, like Solo. What do we need Solo 2 for? For what? What is Solo anything gonna tell us about anything? I'm not saying you shouldn't feature Solo and stuff, but when y'all try and have these people go invest the time and money and doing a big old movie, guess what? That's gonna be another year or two before they can actually get to the stuff that y'all actually want. Focus. You want Old Republic? Just talk about that. Solo 2. I don't know. No. So anyway, I'm with you on that. I'll take a Darth Bane trilogy all day. Let's see. Okay, got that one. Derek, what you got? Man, have you caught up on Halo or Star Trek? I'm not watching Star Trek. I'm not. You can stop asking about Star Trek. I'm not watching it. It's too much. This is so no, and I have not caught up on Halo. I just haven't had time. So I'm sorry, Derek. I know you be asking. I just have not yet. But yeah, Star Trek is like long. It's on the bottom of my list. Yeah, I told you we got Obi-Wan, we got Stranger Things, the Ms. Marvel stuff. There's a lot of it's just not on yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So I'm sorry. Yeah, and I've heard some bad things. Some people I've been seeing a couple of people talk about Halo. So I'm just saying there's not a lot of enthusiasm to jump into this, you know. And the boys are coming. The boys are coming in like what, June, July? Yeah, all right. We'll see about that. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's do this real quick just to kind of decompress a little bit. Y'all know what time it is. Okay, all right. We got just a couple things I wanted to watch with y'all real quick. And then we will get into then we're gonna get into some Black Panther news, and then we're gonna finish off with the DL Hughley stuff. So first up, what do we have? Yeah, let's watch this. So, first we got the Willow trailer. I don't know if y'all have seen this yet or not. But I don't know if you guys have been a fan of this. I remember watching Willow as a kid. The messed up thing for me though is the fact that I haven't rewatched it with like adult eyes. So I forgot a lot that happened, but I remember watching this movie like all the time. Like, but I was little, like 6, 8, something like that. But I remember really liking the movie. I remember Val Kilmer was cool, and all of that. So the fact that they're doing a sequel, I'm definitely here for this. I'm definitely like looking forward to it. And let me see. Let's just play the trailer real quick. Let me get this in here. Because the trailer was making some big news. Okay. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer for Willow. All right, here we go.
There is a story of a child destined to be an empress, and the unlikely hero who would protect her.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. When that balance is upset, the universe corrects.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Into the unknown. That's where we must go.
Well,
There is a
I'm sold. It did not take very much. I am here for it. Ready, have no problem. That looks fantastic. And I love the fact that they got my man Warwick Davis back in there. I think I want to say during the panel they did say something like Val Kilmer would kind of sort of be in it. I don't know if he's going to physically be in it or if his character will just kind of like be remembered. In case some of y'all didn't know, Val Kilmer has been battling throat cancer. So that's why you haven't seen him on TV and movies and stuff. He was recently on in Top Gun Maverick, which by the way, is fantastic. I know I'm late, but like I just did my review for Top Gun. And you can actually see it. Where is it? I got it somewhere. Hold on. I just posted my review. So probably not gonna do a video for it, but I just posted my review on the movieblog.com. So if you go to the movieblog.com, you can see it right there. This is a fantastic movie. This is a fantastic freaking movie. Like, Tom Cruise ain't missed a step at all. So good, so good. Miles Teller came through, so good. I do have a little bad. Y'all gonna have to go check it out to find out what the bad is. I ain't gonna stay on it too long. But this was a top-notch movie. So good to watch in theaters if possible. What did I give this? I gave this a 9. By the way, this is how I know some of y'all like be wondering, how do you come up with your grades and stuff? This is how. So like I do like this rubric kind of, and this is like kind of rough, but I will kind of grade everything on an individual basis, and then I get the average. That's how I come up with a lot of my stuff. So, even if I feel like a movie is like a 8, maybe after I write it out, it's actually a 10, or maybe it's a 6. I don't know. I have to judge every single one of these characteristics. So, in case anybody was ever wondering, that's how I come up with it. But I gave it a 9 out of 10 for Maverick Top Gun because it was fantastic. But yes, if for whatever reason you still have not, if you wanted a spoiler-free review, you can go check it out on the movieblog.com. But anyway, we were talking about Willow. Willow looks fantastic. I cannot wait. Definitely one of my favorites as a kid, even though I can't remember it to save my life right now. But I don't care because this gives me a perfect excuse to go back, rewatch it, and check out this series as well. I think it is going to be fantastic. It looks like it's got the Lord of the Rings vibes to it and everything. Cannot wait. So y'all let me know, how do you feel about this Willow trailer in the comments. Let's see. Baker's Life. Here for Willow. Yes, one of my favorite childhood movies. Yes, and yes. With you on that. Hold on. Teramato said I missed your chat. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. All right, thank you for the heads up. Imagine if Wolverine is in Ms. Marvel like her first comic. My mind will be blown. I don't think Marvel would blow that introduction in Ms. Marvel. I don't think they would do that. Like, keep it like, I've said this before. When it comes to the mutants, anything mutant related, you don't want to blow that on just anything. Like, Marvel is going to take their sweet time with that and make sure that when it is finally announced, when we do finally get mutants, that's going to be the biggest only news that we get. Because if they show you mutants now, you're not going to care about anything else. You're going to zone out. You're going to be like, whatever. It's going to be like, remember how in WandaVision people kept thinking about Mephisto all the time? Didn't nobody even care about what was actually happening in the show because they were too busy and thirsty looking for Mephisto, this, that, or whatever. It's distractionary. So like you don't want to get distracted like that. So man, I don't think they're gonna do it personally, but we'll see. But thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. All right, let's move on. There was one more trailer, so I'm gonna keep these on. There was one more that I wanted to show. Who was it? Oh, y'all know Idris Elba got a new movie out. He's got a new movie. It is called Beast, and I do want y'all to see this one. So let me see. Hold on. What was this? What you got? Do you think Captain Marvel 3 will be about Carol versus Rogue? Maybe, but that's way too early to suspect that. We ain't even got Rogue yet. We ain't got a Rogue yet, but way too early to suspect that now. Let's see though. But I want to go over Idris Elba's newest movie in case y'all haven't seen this. Let me get this up. Okay, let me get this banner down. But yeah, let's check this out. and see what it's all about. All right, let's go. Let's check this out.
Go back to the calls. Hey, look out the window.
Welcome to my party, guys.
Thank you so much for having us. This is my chance to reconnect with the girls.
Did Mom shoot some of these?
This little bump right here, that's you.
I still miss her every day.
What's that? There's something crossing up ahead. Keep the girls in the car.
Stay in the car, okay? Just stay in the car. But Diabolo? Okay, what's he saying?
Diabolo means devil. I've never seen anything like this. Multiple attacks without eating its prey. Lions don't do that. At least no lion I've ever seen.
Go back to the calls.
Dad, please!
Breathe, slow down.
Oh, hell no.
We're in his territory now. It's the law of the jungle. It's the only law that matters.
Dad, they've got guns.
You shouldn't be out here.
What are you doing? Stop! I've got to get my girls out of here. I need you to trust me right now. I'm coming back.
Don't you move, okay?
Where did he go?
Okay. All right. Yep. I'm here for it. Let's go. We could do this. We could do this. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I like it. Definitely got the what was that movie? Ghost in the Darkness. Man, Mufasa mad as hell, ain't he? Golly. Woo. Okay. He's that is going to be something. I am looking forward to that. I think that is going to be a very solid film. But my goodness, I don't know what that line is on. That line is tripping. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna find me on no safari no time soon. You ain't gonna find me on that. I just can't. Nope. I don't care what guns you got. First of all, that white dude finna die. Like, I'm just calling it right now. He gonna die. He had too many close calls in the trailer. He gonna die. He gonna die. I'm just listen. I barely like going to the zoo. So I'm just listen. I go with my kids. It's just me and large animals. I don't like them. You see, Kobe is only this big for a reason. I don't do big animals. I just no, thanks. But look, that looks so good. I cannot wait for that. Let's get to some of these comments. Let me know how y'all felt about that Beast trailer. That was Idris Elba's newest movie that's coming out very, very soon. Buck, thanks for the Monday live. Appreciate all your hard work and Star Wars Celebration. Thumbs up for the live, y'all. Thank you so much, Buck. I appreciate you so much. And I know I'm running a little late. So I'm gonna try and hurry this up, but thank you so much for that, Eric. I have a feeling Marvel will gender swap and make Monica Rambeau Blue Marvel. Also, I'm excited about the Leprechaun reboot. Are you? I don't think they're gonna make her Blue Marvel. That would be stupid. That'd be very stupid to do that. And they already gave her powers, so it's kind of like she's Monica Rambeau, so there ain't no reason for them to do that. But the Leprechaun reboot, I actually did a video on that. I can't say I'm like the most excited for it. It's okay. It's whatever. But you know, I'll wait for the trailer. I'll wait for the trailer, and then maybe, we'll see. But let's see. Thank you for that, Eric. Jonah, what you got? Tell me your thoughts on the sequel to Mortal Kombat as to what characters are next in the film. To me, who do you want to see and why, new or old? My goodness. I actually did an entire video on that. So if you go to my YouTube, just type in Mortal Kombat. I did all the must-haves, all the things that the sequel must have. Like I literally did this video on there. So I don't want to waste other people's time and rehashing all of that all over again. But yes, you can definitely catch that on my channel. It wasn't that long ago. I made a separate video too. Matter of fact, here we go. Where is it? Yeah, so if you just go to my channel, scroll down, boom, right there. Mortal Kombat 2 must-haves, what the sequel must have in there. So just go there, check it out. Answer all your questions right there. But thank you so much, Jonah. I appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, let's move on. So we got Idris's movie. Okay, all right. Let's do this, because y'all know ain't no way I can like not do an update on Black Panther 2 when it comes up. Now, I think we are all on the same page at this point that we know that the cast and crew of Black Panther, they're all on script. I've played Angela Bassett. I've played Winston Duke. We've heard a lot of people pretty much say the same things. This is an honor. It's a tribute. It's for Chadwick, etc., etc. Even with all that said, I've also told you guys that this is not gonna stop. I told y'all that no one is gonna go out there and like berate the movie. No one is. They have to sell the movie. They have to stay on script. They're told to say certain things. I want to play the latest clip for you guys, and after I play that, I want to share something with you guys that I have to be very careful about. So let me share with you all. Hold on, let's wheel this back out. Okay, so this is Letitia Wright, as y'all know, aka Shuri. She has just been interviewed on the red carpet, and of course, as always, they're going to be asked something about Black Panther. So this is what she had to say.
How did you honor Chadwick on the set? I can't even imagine what you all went through as a family there.
We honored him by committing ourselves to the story that he started, the legacy he started with this franchise, and we just committed every day to working hard no matter what circumstances we faced. And we faced a lot of circumstances, a lot of difficult situations, but we came together as a team and we poured everything into this movie. So I'm excited for you to see it.
Yeah, it's funny that she mentioned all the circumstances, because she was damn near all the circumstances with all the delays and her injury, but the fact that she went to London, and even though didn't nobody tell her to go to London in the middle of a pandemic, and she's unvaccinated, which is her right, but at the same time it caused complications and it delayed the whole movie, and Marvel had to shift their entire slate 6 months in advance because Marvel can do whatever they need to do and whatever they want. And what did she say earlier? She said that the way that they want to honor Chadwick is by continuing what he started. And I've said this, unfortunately, for the people that are not very aware of the circumstances, or that are not very aware of what happens behind the scenes. it's I'm not trying to call anyone a liar, but what I will say is that it's not the entire truth. When people say that Chadwick would want us to continue, that is true. That is very true. Chadwick would want Black Panther, the franchise, to continue. He's expressed that. And listen, I've tried to watch almost every video interview, every podcast that I could find of Chadwick Boseman. He loves the franchise. He loves the characters. He loves every actor, crew. He loves all of this. It is absolutely true that he wanted Black Panther, the franchise, to continue, to keep going. But the half truth to this, in my opinion, is that I don't believe Chadwick would ever sit back and be like, go ahead and end T'Challa again for the third time. I don't think he would want that. Why? One, it doesn't make sense for the sake of the story, because I've already said this. If they don't make this movie during the blip, during the 5-year blip, if they don't put that during that time, it's going to raise some interesting and awkward questions. T'Challa died, got snapped away in Avengers Infinity War. He was gone for 5 years. Wasn't there a funeral then? Didn't Wakanda mourn for him then? Didn't Wakanda maybe do a memorial or something for him then? They thought he died in the first movie when he went over the waterfall. Wakanda mourned for him then. A lot of people were grieving, and I'm talking about for the sake of the story, for T'Challa. They grieved for him then. So if this movie is not taking place during the 5-year gap, and it takes place after Endgame, you're going to make Wakanda grieve for the same person 3 times? So they grieve for him in Black Panther. They grieve for him during the snap, the 5-year blip. And now you potentially are going to kill him off again to make Wakanda grieve 3 times? What's going to be the difference between the blip death and the post-blip death? That's what I'm saying. The narrative potentially is going to be problematic, because Marvel, and I hold them accountable to what they say. Marvel prides themselves in storytelling, and I love their storytelling. But if there's a chink in the armor, I'm going to have to call it out, because I want them to be as strong as possible. It does not make sense if they take Chadwick Boseman's real life death and force it into the narrative just to make it a tribute. That was one problem with the narrative. The second problem, well, we have on record that his brother is for recasting, is for a continuation of the role of T'Challa. If you kill the character off, what does that say to the family? I'm not talking about all the family. I'm only talking about who has come out publicly. All I go off of is what I know and what has been published publicly. By the way, I saw somebody had mentioned, like, another YouTube, Den of Geeks, I believe, Den of Nerds, had mentioned that, I had said something that the Marvel approached the family and this and that. Listen, first of all, let me make that very clear. I don't know what Marvel has said to the family or not. And, I'm not saying that the other YouTuber was wrong. I'm just saying maybe he took it a different way. But all I was referencing was that Derek Boseman video, where Derek Boseman believed that Marvel was under the impression that they wanted to have a queen, they wanted to have a female character, and they didn't want to have the strong black male character. That's what he believed. So I just don't want nobody out there saying E-Man said the family that listen. E-Man don't say nothing about the family that the family has not said publicly. I respect the family. I don't go chasing them. If you public, I'll ask a question. If you private, I keep it at that. So I just want to clear that up. So we have a problem with the potential narrative if you kill him after Endgame. You have the problem with the fact that the family's already expressed the fact that, a family, again, just Derek Boseman, said that, hey, I believe Chadwick would want this recast. I think I would want it recast because it means so much to the kids. Then you also have the other issue of, okay, you're saying that, Letitia, right? You're saying that you guys are continuing picking up for Chadwick and this is what he would want. Chadwick also had it in his contract that he had the option for Black Panther 3. This man knew he was battling cancer for 4 years. And he still had the foresight, thinking and having the faith that he was going to beat the illness, but he was looking forward to Black Panther 3. So again, killing the character, potentially, because we don't know if they're going to go that route. Killing the character doesn't really sound consistent with what he was striving for. We have evidence that, and this is reports from the writers and the director from What If, that was Chadwick Boseman's final performance. We have evidence from them where they say in interviews, quoted, that Chadwick came in and he gave it his all. He wanted to do the takes over. He wanted to give us more T'Challa because he understood how important T'Challa was. With or without the mantle. So all I'm going to say is that, if you want to say that this is a tribute to Chadwick, I'm fine with that unless you're talking about ending the work that he started. Because if you're saying that the work that he started, and continuing it is in his honor, that's the way to tribute him, killing off his character don't make sense. Let me give you a slight, don't be trying to come for me or nothing. It's a slight similarity. Imagine Walt Disney died before Disney World was created. He had that dream. He was working towards Disney World, right? He wanted to, Disneyland was built. He had future plans for Disney World. He died. Imagine if somebody was like, you know what? We're going to keep on building Disney World in Florida, but we're going to kill Mickey Mouse. We're going to take Mickey Mouse out the picture and tribute that to Walt Disney. Does that make sense? I mean, Disneyland, Disney World, I don't care where you at. Mickey Mouse is kind of sort of he like your franchise player. That's the face of your franchise. I don't see how that would make sense to stop Mickey Mouse and call that a tribute to Walt Disney because he passed away. In the same sense, I don't see how it would make sense to potentially stop T'Challa, kill him for a third time, and say that's a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I just don't, it does not add up to me. Now, I have to be very careful with this. I spoke to someone popular, and they are pro recast T'Challa. They are pro recast T'Challa. And I was told that they are, well, I don't want to give their business, but I would just say that from what I understand now, there's nothing wrong with the movement. Okay? There's nothing wrong with the recast T'Challa movement. And this is why I tell you guys, it is so vital. Please listen. I'm if you are pro recast T'Challa, I really need you to hear this. I don't care what side you on. I really need you to hear this from a strategic angle, because there's a lot of stuff that y'all don't know about that happens behind scenes. there's a lot of stuff that unfortunately I can't divulge, because even if I divulge that information, it compromises other things that are happening behind scenes. But there's such a huge reason as to why I rooted this whole petition and campaign from a place of love and positivity. Because, and this is why I don't shout and champion boycott. I told y'all I have a specific time and place for that, but not yet. And the reason why I don't do it is because Disney has not crossed a certain line that I really don't want them to cross, which I've already said, don't go advertising and promoting Chadwick Boseman's death to sell the movie, because now you're profiting off his death. I think that's in bad taste. But there's such God, I wish I could tell y'all like specifically, but it's to our advantage to keep it positive, because when we keep it positive, it's harder to fight against. That's the best way I could put it to y'all. If y'all make any recast T'Challa anything negative, it is literally easy to slap down. They like, some people are waiting for the negativity to peer its head to stop all the noise. They're waiting. They are waiting for you to get out of line. They're waiting for you to give them the ammo to throw back in your face. There's a reason why you're not seeing people of higher status talking about recast T'Challa. There's a reason why. It compromises. It's a conflict of interest. So if you are, let's say, I'm just making this up, so I'm not saying this is it. I'm not saying I'm talking to him, whatever. I'm not saying that. Let's say you're Good Morning America, right? Let's say you are Good Morning America, ABC, right? If you go out and talk about recast T'Challa, right? Do you think the cast and crew is going to want to come talk to you when it comes time to promote the movie? It's a conflict of interest. Good Morning America, again, I'm not saying that, I'm just using them as a blanket example. So please do not go quote me on this. If you're that, publication, you really think you want to give me more exposure? Because it might compromise your potential interviews later on. Now, that doesn't mean that recast T'Challa, the movement itself, can't move forward, because when you keep it positive, it doesn't matter who tries to come at it. They look like the bad guys. You don't attack love. You don't attack positivity. You can attack trolls because we don't like hatred. We don't like negativity, but you don't attack positivity. And that's why the recast T'Challa thing has always tried to be rooted in positivity, because you can't fight that. We are fans of the franchise. We're fans of Chadwick Boseman. We're fans of Black representation. You fight us, you putting yourself in a bad position. Now, that does not mean that there are not complications here, because you have other people on the other side who, and this could be the cast and crew as well, who believe, hey, let's say we do potentially kill T'Challa. That's a good thing. We're tributing our friend. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your view on it. I understand. He was a lot closer to you than me. I get that. But I also have a different opinion that maybe you're so close that maybe you lose sight of the bigger picture. Sometimes when you're too close to a situation, you don't have the best long-term projection with everything. And sometimes when you're working in a silo with just a bunch of like-minded people and you're not exposed to counter perspectives, you're going to always think you're right. In this case, I would say it's emotional confirmation bias. If everybody around you is saying, yeah, killing T'Challa is good. Yeah, killing T'Challa is good. Yeah, killing T'Challa is good. Who's going to say otherwise? Why would you think otherwise? That's all you've been getting. And you feeling emotional. You probably vulnerable. You grieving. We've seen the cast is still grieving. That's why my heart be going out to my man Winston Duke. My heart goes out to Denai. My heart goes out to Letitia, to everybody. Because I know it's a sensitive issue. But that's why we have to stay positive. That's all. That's why we have to stay positive. That's all I can really say right now, because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but just make sure y'all keeping it positive if you want your voice to be heard. I'll just say that, because people are waiting to tune us out the moment we start appearing more negative than positive. So okay, let me know how you feel about Letitia Wright's comments and her tribute to Chadwick in the comments down below. Let me know. Let me grab this comment, and then we're gonna go to the last topic and make it a wrap. Chief, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but the whack part is, if his bro said the opposite, I believe they'd oblige off that statement. Secondly, T'Challa by committee ain't it. This some BS, just recast. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. You're right. You're right. And that's the funny thing is, like, I actually thought about what would happen if I actually put that in the article. If you ever type in, here's what the recast T'Challa movement stands for and what it doesn't. Because I didn't want nobody trying to like hijack the name, hijack the hashtag, try and turn it into something else. Like, no, when I started that petition, it was very specific, and I wanted it to have a whole meaning on its own. If somebody want to take a different position, cool, make up another tag, make up another hashtag. Don't be trying to steal this stuff and, you know, cloud all this up. But one of the things that I talked about specifically was what would happen if the family felt differently. Maybe the family wanted that to happen. Well, I would just have to respectfully disagree. Respectfully. And we're entitled to do that. Right? But yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that, Chief. Like, you know, I bet you they would use that. I bet you that would get pushed out in the media stratosphere, and everybody be talking about like, well, why y'all even doing this? The family don't want it, you know, but that's not the case. That's not the case. So yeah, and I'm definitely not with the T'Challa by committee thing. Like, everybody gets a Black Panther costume, or anybody can be Black Panther. Like, yo, like, stop watering down superheroes. It's not cool, especially before their complete stories are told. You don't just introduce a hero with all this potential, get rid of them, and then try and substitute them immediately. Stop it. Oh, please stop it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for that. All right, let's get to the last one. Woo wee. All right, we have got another comedic beef on our hands. No slapping involved, though. No slapping involved. My. So apparently, and I'm not gonna go through the whole video because it's already getting late. But the video is up online if you need it. Y'all know Monique. I've done videos on her in the past. She has had a long issue. A lot of the beef started with her, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah, whatever the case is. According to her, they basically blackballed her, like in Hollywood, right? So, as you know, Monique did have a great run after Precious. She won an Oscar for it. Great. She's done Queens of Comedy. Fantastic. Good comedian. All of that, right? But a lot of this started to happen when Netflix gave Dave Chappelle a big special, big payout, and they offered Monique, not a lot of money. Now, to be fair, Monique hadn't been doing no shows. She ain't been selling nothing out at that time. And she felt as though she should get similar pay. I want to say they gave Dave Chappelle like 20 something million or something like that, something crazy. And then they only gave Monique the offer of like a couple 100,000, which, don't get me wrong, I agree that that's kind of a slap in the face. But at the same time, I would also say, like, you need to prove your case. You can't sit here and say, but I was hot 10 years ago. In comedy, that's not enough. You have to understand your own lane. That's like a basketball player. Yo, I ain't been in the league for like 5 years. Give me the Supermax contract. Man, you might not even get the Supermax contract if you was terrible last season, but you was out the league for 5 years. So Monique was, and she was out there saying some wild things that, yo, I'm a legend. I'm like one of the greatest of all time. I mean, very debatable. At the same time, she was also bringing to light, the fact that Black women in Hollywood, and especially in the comedic space, do get discriminated against. And that's factual. There's no, she wants to be a crusader, a warrior for the Black sisters out there. All power to you. I'll be the first in line to support y'all with that all day. But the way she be going about it, this is my issue with it. My issue is the fact that, like, while she was making some really good points about the industry, while she was making a very good case about the discrimination that happens, she didn't really support it very well. Now, Netflix could have been a little sneaky, because right after she made her complaints, Netflix went around and they gave, who was it? Tiffany Haddish. They gave her a special. They gave Wanda Sykes a special. They started paying all these other Black women. They gave Shonda Rhimes a good amount of money and signed up. So it's kind of like, you can't say that, that we don't like Black people or whatever, Black women, because look at these Black women we support. These relevant Black women. Issa Rae, if I'm not mistaken, also got a deal. Anywho, some time had passed, and even after that time had passed, just fast forward to just a couple weeks ago, her and Lee Daniels made up. Tyler Perry called her, apologized. Everybody's trying to make amends. Everything is good. At least so we thought. I don't know exactly what happened behind the scenes or not, but it seemed as though, and this is just my rough opinion, it seemed like people were reaching out to apologize to her to stop the destruction, the self-destruction. And what I mean by the self-destruction is every time you heard about Monique, it wasn't anything good. And she just kept throwing all these names out there. That doesn't mean that she was lying. Doesn't mean that she wasn't telling the truth. It just means that, like, yo, you're getting a lot of negative publicity. How about we just squash this beef or whatever so we can move on? Lee Daniels got on stage with her, apologized to her, all of this stuff. They hugged it out. It was great. Tyler Perry called her up. Apparently they worked things out. It was great. Okay, cool. Now, 50 Cent reached out to her, had her on. I don't know if it was a tour or whatever it was, but basically he was like, yo, I support Monique. And cool. Everybody, like, I for one was also like, great. Finally. Go back to doing comedy. Go do the shows. Like, go back to work. Go back to work. Now, this brings us up to DL Hughley. Recently, DL had her on his set. in Detroit. It was a set a couple days ago. And while he was having her on the set, you know, apparently there was a contract dispute. This dispute has blown up. Let me see what was the first thing. So she went on stage, and again, the video is a little too long to play here, so I'll paraphrase it in case you haven't seen it. She goes on stage during this set of his show, and she basically calls him out. She calls out DL Hughley on his own show, right? Okay. And her argument was basically, I mean, she called him a coon. She called him a DL. She called him almost every name out the book, you know. She went back and threw Tyler Perry under the bus. She went back and called out Oprah again. All these things that I thought were mended, she went back and was like, F them. They told me to be quiet. I'm not gonna be quiet. And she continued to do this, and this was all before she even began her set. Cussed them all out. Now, one of her biggest grievances against DL Hughley was that she, according to her, the contract stipulated that she was supposed to be the closer. She was supposed to close out, be the headliner of the show. DL's like, what? It's my show. Like, I brought you along. And she had some more words to say where she's like, hey, you opened for the Kings of Comedy. I closed for the Queens of Comedy. Now, I know on the surface that sounds good. Can we be real? Can we be honest? The Kings of Comedy, Queens of Comedy, because again, there's a huge disparity in the whole like comedy world, especially when it comes to gender. It's like saying, hey, you a bench player for the NBA, but I'm a starter for the WNBA. I mean, maybe you good, but the NBA's got like freaks of nature out there. Like freaks of nature. I don't know if that's the same thing that you want to compare. And I'm not saying like DL's no slouch. I'm not saying he's the funniest person in the world, but he's no slouch. DL can sell out a crowd. Anyway. And I'm not trying to put down the WNBA. I'm not, because there are superstars there, and I don't want people to think that I'm like being sexist or anything. What I am saying is there's a vast difference in the level of talent. I don't care how adamant of a WNBA player fan you are. Y'all can't tell me that they have like a LeBron James comparison. You know, like they don't have a Shaq. They don't have, you know, like just these athletic freaks of nature that exist. And like, show me the Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm referring to. It's a huge gap physically, but shout out to the WNBA anyway. Now, let me see. What did she say? So DL first responded to her. Okay. He responded to her after she went on her little tirade and everything. And then she responded. So I'm going to read what DL said, and then I'll read what she said. So let me see if I can get this bigger for y'all. No, that's not it. Hold on. Let me try and get what he initially said for y'all so we can get the good flow. Now, I feel like DL kind of went easy on her though. Like, I don't think he really went at her. But here's what he said. All you have to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night, and you'll see who's confused. Because remember, she thought that she should be the main headliner who goes at the end. Again, against my better judgment, over the objections of my team, and for other occasions where I said no, I decided to take a chance and work with Monique. Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlemagne was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniels was the problem. Netflix was the problem. Now it's my turn. At some point, it can't be everyone else. It's you. Lesson learned. I didn't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh, not hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. I wonder who's next. Well, so Monique responded to this. Here's what she said. The fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of the names versus to your contract implies that you don't have a contract. That shows you are the headliner like I do. Either show your contract or be quiet. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and who once considered you a comrade in comedy. But I thank you, DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you open for the Kings of Comedy and I was the headliner for the Queens of Comedy, and you think you should close the show over me is a prime example of the bias that Black women have to deal with in the business. I won't even discuss awards. I love us for real. Well, I'm not gonna lie, she has a point. DL said that, like, look at the ticket stubs, and there you go. The ticket stub tells you who's the headliner, who's not. But she said, yo, that's not according to the contract she got. Show the contract or shut up. DL showed the contract. So let me read what he had to say. After this, I don't want to hear no mo about this. Peace. Here it is in black and white. The only thing blacked out is personal and bank info. Pay attention to the headliner, to the highest paid artist on show, artists to have approval lineup. Receipts are greater than opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract. Everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team. And I damn sure wouldn't make it personal. If you have a problem, take it up with management. And by that, I mean yours. And y'all can go on this page and see. Let me see if I can get it up there. Yeah, he posted the contract, the lineup right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. DL Hughley in parentheses, closing, says closing. He put up the sound check. This was sound check. DL Hughley at the end. DL Hughley at the end. He put up the advertisements. Comedy Explosion starring DL Hughley, Monique. DL's like the first name. That's usually for the headliner. Once again, headliner. You got the biggest face on there. Monique is there. DL Hughley and Monique. He emphasized this right here for y'all. Artists to be highlighted and paid. Artists on show. Lineup. DL Hughley closing. It's in black and white. So I think that's a mic drop. I think that's it. And I'll just say this. Whether you agree or disagree with Monique, I'm not. That's besides the point. I just feel very discouraged and hurt for her that we hear more about Monique's beefs and issues than we do her talent or comedy. Like, every time I look in the news and her name comes up, it's something negative. It's something, she's beefing with somebody, and it's like, did you have good jokes? You're a comedian. Did you have any funny jokes? Did you have some good material? And it's like, it sucks because it's stuff like this that kind of like hurts when you're trying to fight for a cause. Because I guarantee you, even if she potentially had some people's attention talking about Black women's rights in Hollywood and stuff like that, when stuff like this happens, you lose that audience. You lose that people. You lose those people that you potentially were going to start listening to you. You lose the credibility because now DL just posted the receipt. He posted. You asked for this, and he stepped up to it and did it. You said, don't show the ticket, show the contract. He showed the contract. It said he was closing. I hate to say it, but it makes her look foolish. It's embarrassing. Now, to Monique's credit, maybe her management had a different contract. Like, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to help. Maybe they had a verbal agreement and maybe that got mixed up. I would just say that this is more reason why you don't need to air your stuff out in public. This is more reason why these situations should be handled behind closed doors first. Anyway, I'll leave it at that because I mean, I hope for her sake. I hope that somebody just messed up. Somebody gave her the wrong contracts. I hope she was misinformed. And that's what led her. Because, hey, look, everyone can have bad information and react. That's possible. It happens. I'm hoping for her sake that is the case. I'm hoping someone gave her bad information and she just reacted. Now, you still should vet your information, but we're human. It happens. But this ain't a good look. This is not a good look. It's not a good look for her. It's terrible. What are your thoughts on the Monique D.L. Hughley situation? Let me know in the comments below. Eric, Monique couldn't sell out a club here of LA of 5,000. Yikes. And the messed up thing is, that's actually kind of what Netflix goes off of. Like, Netflix will say, like, oh, you could sell out this club. Oh, you've been selling out everywhere for the past 4 months. Okay, we can justify giving you this check. Like I said, why would anyone want to go to her show unless you want to hear her rant about a beef at this point? Because that's the only thing we hear. I remember Deion Cole's stand-up on Netflix before I even watched it. And it's hilarious, by the way. Before I even watched Deion Cole's Netflix special, I heard people talking about the jokes. I heard people talking about, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Oh, did you hear the joke about da 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 da? And I was like, I need to go watch that. Matter of fact, it was because of that me and the wife went out to Chicago downtown to go watch Deion Cole live because of his work. It was his work. It wasn't because of his drama. It wasn't because of all the negativity. It wasn't because of none of that. He's a comedian. He made funny jokes. People talk about his funny jokes. I went and watched it. I liked it. When he came out to the show, I went out and supported. But I'm sorry, Monique is out here just like complaining and ranting and beefing and calling people names and burning bridges and stuff, and then getting called out right back. It's harder to support and back you if people are backing themselves and refuting your claims. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Baker's Life, what you got? I'm for Mo, but I wish she'd just work and be great. Work all the details out before accepting any work. Looking repetitive on her part is not a good look. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I know, I mean, like, I follow this a little too much, but I know her husband has been like following, like, been her manager and stuff. But from a lot of reports, from what people have said, her husband's a problem. Like, and don't get me wrong, your spouse, your partner should be like your ace boon coon. Like, that should be your number one in the hole. Like, that should be your everybody. Like, that should be your biggest cheerleader. But if they're hindering your career, even if you agree with them, you need to separate that business from pleasure. You need to separate it. Because honestly, if every person is saying your husband is a problem, your management is a problem, your people are a problem, your team is a problem, you have to change. Nobody says you have to get a divorce. Just get a different team, get a different manager, try something new. What do they say the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. We've been down this road. We've been down this road of Monique feeling as though she's being disrespected or not getting her fair share. And I'm not saying that it's completely untrue, but there could be a level of accountability to take into consideration too. Anywho, well, my gosh, I told y'all this was gonna be short. At least we didn't go to 3 hours. I missed y'all though. I missed y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely missed y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me super, super late. Oh my gosh, this jet lag. Oof. I gotta wake up early to get the kids together. Oh. But yeah, anywho, guys, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Of course, we are gonna. What do we have to watch on Wednesday? I think Obi-Wan, right? Yeah, I think Obi-Wan is coming on Wednesday, so we're gonna come back talk about Obi-Wan on Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little thing. Maybe we'll talk about 1, 2, and 3 since I missed the other two to talk to you guys about. But we'll do that on Wednesday. And then, of course, Friday we'll have our lives. It's late as hell. Listen, I understand if y'all don't want to wash your hands and wash your butts now because it's late. I get it. Just do it in the morning. Don't be nasty. Oh, hold on. Let me grab this. Didia, Monique has become the Azalea Banks of comedy. It's getting there. It's getting there because Azalea would say some things sometimes, and then sometimes not so much. No, the Obi-Wan, according to Disney, when I asked them, they told me that the 2 episodes were only dropping on Friday for Obi-Wan, and then it was going to go back to Wednesdays. That's what they told me. So just be on the lookout just in case. I mean, if it's not, okay, we'll do it on Friday or whatever. But whoo, tired, y'all. Tired. Y'all know what to do, though. I already told y'all, wash your hands, wash your butts, do all that good stuff. And I will see y'all later. All right, y'all. Peace.